Howdy folks, we have just reached 1,000 subs, and to celebrate this monumentous achievement, I am making a little Q&A. So I made a post, and these are your questions. What's your favorite part of the process in making your videos? For me, the best part would be just the voice acting itself, because it's something I like doing. I find it fun. It gives me excuses to be loud and to say goofy things. I'm a woman who can curse and drink milk. And I just like playing all the characters, all very interesting to play as. Doing the range of voices from Gangle's voice to Jax's voice. It's just very fun to do. After TADC finishes, will we see translated versions of other shows? Right now I'm doing Murder Drones. I don't know if this video is released before or after, but it's what I'm doing right now. After that, probably not. If y'all want to see it, different shows, then just let me know. But like, you have to really want it. Because one thing I'm afraid of is just doing this thing, and then it sort of becomes like familiar, and it's the same thing each time, and it loses its novelty. And so if I keep doing more shows and more things like that, I think it's just gonna lose its thing. So if you guys have anything else you want to see of me, let me know. I'll probably do it if I find it interesting. But other shows, probably not. What's your favorite badly translated line from the episodes? I think the best way to explain this is to just roll the montage. Huh? I am so unbelievably happy right now.
Oh, this place is disabled.
300 cheeseburgers, my precious sperm.
Did Daddy call you a naughty boy?
I see! I don't know, but B, thinking he's killing himself, pulls out the gun and kills himself. How do you make these videos? So the step-by-step process is basically this. Step 1, you have to make the scripts. And the way you can find the original script is if you go into the description and then find the find transcript button, you click that and then it gives you the whole transcript. Or you can just go to the fan wiki and they'll have a whole script there. And then you take it through Google Translate. You can do it through any algorithm, anything you want. I used 4 different ways of doing it. 2 of them where there's this Google Docs add-on called Badly Translate or something like that. I used the 20x, so it translates it through 20 different languages. And then the other one is a website called Hypertranslate. I did each line individually because I found that if I did more than one, that I would just like leave bits out, and I didn't want that, so I did each line individually. Then after I had all 4 scripts, I basically merged them into one, with taking the funniest and best lines that I think would resonate with the community. If you know, you know. And that's about that for the script. For the audio, I used a website called x-minus.pro. And what the site does is it basically just isolates vocals from everything else. And so I took the everything else bit, and I found that you can do a maximum of 15 minutes per day. And so it's the best one I found in terms of how much you're actually allowed to put in per day for free. And the quality is amazing. And so I did that, and then you voice act it out. And then after that is audio engineering. Now I try and just copy what the show does. If it pans the audio, I pan it. If there's reverb, and that way it sort of matches the feel of the show. And then this next bit's optional, but I put little subtitles that you can probably see at the bottom. The way I did that was I basically just copied and pasted the script into a little text thing in my video editor software. And that is the most time-consuming and tedious thing that I absolutely abhor doing, but I do it anyway because I feel like it needs to be there, because I heard somewhere that like if you have text, it hooks the viewer for longer. And also some of the things we say make no sense. So I feel like that it needs to be there, that way you can actually understand what's being said. And then after that, you just post it, and that's about it. How long did it take to generate every word? The way I did it in the way I just described, I think it was like around 2 hours, maybe a bit less, but somewhere around that time frame. How did you guys come up with the voices for each character? So what I did was I just tried my best to imitate each person and how they speak. So the way I did it was like this. For Jax, basically I just add a little bit of gravel, and then when I talk, I just smile. I'm just fantasizing. So that's kind of what it sounds like. For Kane, I basically just announce my words. I'm a woman who can curse and drink milk. For Zubul, I just added a bit of breathiness. Cluedo Trot, and that's how it sounds like. Pomni, who is not Mickey Mouse. This one I toyed with a lot. I originally tried to do pitched up, and I didn't think it'd sound good. Then I wanted to do something ironic, I guess, where I speak in as low of a voice as I can, but I didn't like that either. So I just went in falsetto, and that's what Pomni sounds like. For Bubble, basically I add a little bit of gravel to my voice, and then I go a bit higher. For Gango, I just try and go in a high voice. And I like basically tighten up my vocal cords, and then it makes a high-pitched noise. Now, originally, Ragatha and Kinger were voiced by Owen, not Max. And so what I did was for Ragatha, I coached him, hey, speak in a bit of a higher voice, and then also in a bit of a southern accent. And then he just went all the way. Like he went all the way southern, not like just like a little bit southern, but he went all the way. And so that's basically that. And then when Max went along, he tried to mimic that. And for Kinger, I just was like, you're crazy, you're a bit of nasally, and you voice crack a lot. And so Owen did that. And then Max did that. And then Max sort of lowered the pitch as the episodes went on. And that's how the voices were made. Did you include the names, then they randomly translate to Rat or Buddha or Ken or what? Yes. What's your favorite TADC translated episode? For me, it's episode 6, because that's the one I spent the most time on, and I refined the most, and I think it turned out well. How long does it take to make these videos? So the first episode took about 2 weeks, then episodes 2 through 5 each took me around 1 week, and then episode 6 took me around 2 weeks, and I think they're gonna be 2 weeks from now on. Do Jax's eyebrows look nice?
Well, they do look nice, don't they?
Which languages are used for the translation before being converted back to English? So other than the 2 I mentioned before, those are just random. But for the other 2 that I didn't mention, the first one is through Korean, Japanese, and then Chinese. And then the second one is through every single Germanic language. And then I merged that with the other 2, and that's how we got the scripts. Do you simp for Jax? No. We'd do something like that. When was the last time you farted? like I don't know. Like an hour ago, maybe? I don't know. What's your opinion on Friday Night Funkin? I remember liking it. I haven't played it since it first came out. But I remember back in computer engineering, when I didn't have any work to do, I'd go to the little computer area and just play Friday Night Funkin' with a few of my friends. Because that was one of the only games that wasn't blocked. So I remember having a good time with it, yeah. Will you try to say this line from episode 5 of your TADC Google translation, bad as na óuAi asterisk o, na óuAi asterisk o? There you go. And what happened to your old channel, aka Midnight322, that led you to uploading at this channel, aka Medinox, and not the old one? So what happened was, the Midnight channel was essentially a channel I made when I was still a kid, and I just posted gaming videos. And then what happened was I started posting some meme videos, and those went popular, and people subscribed, but because those people subscribed to the meme videos, they didn't watch my gaming videos, and so my gaming videos did horribly, even horribly more than before I had done the meme videos, and I just had a bunch of subscribers and no views, and I figured, there's no point in posting in that channel anymore, it's ruined. So I'll just do it here, I guess. Are your videos actually videos, or are they a figment of our imagination? This is a silly question because the answer is obvious. They're not real. It's just part of your mind. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.